It's on Gary's book. You know, we were teasing Gary yesterday with his lists. I actually have 2 more lists from Gary's book.
Oh, wonderful. I love the list.
And it makes yesterday's list look interesting.
Really?
Yeah, I don't even understand the new list in his audiobook. But comments on Gary's book. I have to say that Gary's book was great. I enjoyed everything, including the record world stuff. He's a regular guy with an interesting story to tell. The stuff about his brother Stephen was very honest, real, and very sad. I have a 19-year-old son who is gay, and I'm proud of him, and I love him. But I also worry about him. Gary articulated so many things that were on the money. Way to go, Bowie. Let the haters hate. Your book was a triumph. Here's another guy, Rob, and I read it over the weekend. I read the whole thing. It was excellent. I loved all of it. I cried in the section about his brother and his father's death. Gary is the greatest guy ever, and if he were my son, I'd be so proud of him.
Wow.
Well, what do you think of that? Well, I know Richard and Sal listen to the audiobook.
I love to watch John Hein fuck my wife, Mary.
No wonder they're so close.
They're very, yes. Everything is with John Hein. John Hein this, John Hein that.
Bent over with my hands on my knees, I needed a dick. John Hein draped his arm around my shoulders and whispered in my ear, "Fuck me." My body was like rubber, and my legs were shaking.
Oh, yeah.
Then he stood behind me, and John Hein's balls bounced off my body. Ugh! It was a great day, everything I wanted it to be. My son gave me a huge thumbs up.
Wow.
Yeah, Gary and John Hein are very close. Gary's in love with John Hein. I love John Hein, too, but not as much as Gary.
John Hein's huge dick hurts Mary's tight little snatch.
So evidently John Hein, according to the book, is fucking Mary.
He gives it to her really good.
Yeah, and also gives it to Gary really good. John Hein's a real stud. He's gotten very heavy, though. I was walking behind him coming in to the building yesterday, and John Hein wears this big masculine leather coat.
Oh, yeah?
It's a big black leather coat. It's very tough looking.
Is it long or is it a jacket?
It's almost like, remember what Rocky wore in the movie Rocky 1 when he's, he's walking around and he was a tough guy.
Okay, yeah.
It's like one of those mobster leather jackets.
Like a 3/4 length?
Yeah, 3/4 length.
Oh, yeah, that accents your ass.
And I was walking behind him. I go, Jesus Christ, they must have killed 87 cows to get this fucking piece of leather.
I heard was what
I mean, and he's a big, I'm looking at the size of his legs now. His big, thick legs. Like a big guy.
Well, at least he's eating all the cows they used to make the coat.
Yes, he does. He eats the entire animal. He uses the urine to hunt for other cows. He's something else.
I love sucking John Hein's 6-inch dick, and we fuck so many 8-year-old boys.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Wow.
Every year, my dad would fuck me and my brothers in the old timers game. That will make you a fan for life.
Right. Well, there's something about, not about John Hein. But, yeah, we busted Gary's balls yesterday about his lists. And you pointed out, Robin, this list with Gary's jukebox favorites. It seems so absurd to me. But people liked us reading all of these different bits of Gary. Howard, you and the gang riffing on Gary's music list was hysterical and brilliant. More so than Colin Quinn's quick insights. I laughed so hard I made my 6-month-old baby cry.
Oh.
Those lists and Gary's crack-smoking, marble-mouth cadence solidified my suspicion that if he was not attached to you, he would still be working at the record store. How does Mary listen to him all day long, every day? Here's another one. Can Gary please provide a list of the top 10 songs that sound unbelievable on an elevator?
I know people are proposing different lists he could do.
Well, this guy says, I know you love to bust Gary's choppers, but the jukebox songs, it's actually a good idea. There are certain songs that do sound better on a jukebox, although they are probably more place-based than sound-based. Dude, don't ask me what that means.
He's a guy who Gary and could have a really good conversation with.
My point is, I probably think that of all the people who potentially could buy Gary's book, 3 of them might be interested in Gary's jukebox list. These lists, I think the book is very good. I've told Gary that.
Yes, absolutely.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
In fact, it's a laugh a minute. But, it seems like he now I understand. He once pitched a book of lists. The book never got picked up by any publisher. And he crowbarred in.
So these are 2 books in one.
Yeah. He like in the middle of the book, it's just like, I remember when Beth was reading it. She was like, what is this list? It's a list of songs that Gary wants to listen to on a desert island. I said, you're kidding me. I didn't see that in my version. What is that?
Yeah, because it wasn't in the...
Right. And she said to me...
compilation you read.
She goes, I turned the page right. I don't care what he listens to on a desert island. It doesn't make any sense. He claims because his whole book's about him working at Record World and he listened to music all the time, it makes total sense. It doesn't.
Well, again, he talks about how important music was in the family, that everybody listened to music. Everybody had their own music. They belonged to the Columbia House Record Club.
Do you know anyone who was ever a member of the Columbia House Record Club? Do you?
We joined every time for the free songs, and then we canceled.
Well, I mean, who the hell joined? They had the worst records in there.
No, you could actually, eventually they started carrying the Beatles. And,
did they?
Yeah, that kind of stuff. And so you joined to get the 6 free songs, and then you'd cancel.
So then he starts in, and here, I have the audio of this. This is, I zone out on this. I defy you to listen to this list and understand why it would be important to you. This is Gary's greatest storytelling songs, bad storytelling songs.
Oh, I know what this is.
Earlier in the book, I talked about how I used to listen to AM radio in the early 70s, and I would listen to 𝗻𝗄𝗿𝗄𝗿 all the time, and there were songs that, you had to listen to the whole song. They told a story. There was the verse and the chorus or whatever, but you had to get to the end of the song to hear how it all turned out. These aren't great songs. These are just sort of the...
So you're in the middle of hearing how crazy his mom was, that his brother is ill.
And he stops to tell you this.
Yeah. It's like a commercial break. To lighten up the mood.
You need some relief.
Yeah.
I've been telling you such a sad story. Here's some relief.
Here, now you can make fun of me.
Sort of the greatest bad storytelling songs that I can remember. So, in no particular order, The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia by Vicki Lawrence. Billy, Don't Be a Hero by Bo Donaldson and the Haywoods. Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves.
I mean, what is he doing? I don't know. He drives me nuts.
I know how it relates to the book because he does tell a story about loving 𝗻𝗄𝗿𝗄𝗏 and the era of the music, the songs that told stories, and how you couldn't turn them off because you had to listen till the end to find out what happened.
Wow.
But nobody needs a list.
But, I mean, that's a stretch what you're saying. I hear you, but, I mean, my father's dying. Let's play Billy Don't Be a Hero. I mean, what is that? Here's my list of songs that have bad stories.
Now, these aren't good songs.
Yeah.
So why bother with a list?
I don't know. When did he make this list? And why would he make this list? I mean, who cares? Of all the things to make a list.
Because these are songs you should avoid, is basically what he's telling you.
It's Billy Don't Be a Hero, Don't Go to Vietnam?
It probably was. I mean, I don't...
It wasn't Don't Go to Vietnam.
He went to Vietnam, he gets killed, and at the end, I think his wife doesn't give a shit that he's a hero. She just wanted him to be alive.
Right. See, that gave me the chills. So you don't like that bad story. What's wrong with that story?
Seriously, Robin, thank you. I'm painting a picture of an era when I used to listen to that stuff, and those were the songs of the day.
Oh.
Those were, like, when you listen to AM radio, those were those bad storytelling songs. I'm not saying you liked them, it's just what was going on at the time.
I see. You're painting a picture of the times
I
that
think
you lived
Robin
through.
sort of got it, oddly.
Yeah, well.
You think I don't get things?
She gets it, but she doesn't.
No, you don't verbalize it when you get it, because why help me?
Did you read the lists when you were reading the book? Or
No.
I have a question for the author.
Yeah.
Was Frank Kramer's Last Kiss on that list at any point?
No, I mean, there were a lot of songs.
I never heard of that song.
Oh, that's such an awful fucking song. That's probably a little before Gary's time.
Was 𝗻𝗄𝗿𝗄𝗿 on there?
It might have been. Yeah, it's the last one.
Taxi.
Yeah. Also, Run, Joey, Run is on there. Remember that one?
How's that go? What's the story there?
The story was that she gets pregnant, and her father's coming after him with a gun, so he's got to run.
What about the Tallahatchie Bridge?
Tallahatchie.
Ode to Billy Joe.
Ode to Billy Joe.
I don't know.
The worst story ever.
It's one. It belongs on there. But, I mean, again, I could have filled 20 pages with bad songs.
Yeah, that should have been on there.
I don't know why a publisher didn't pick up your book of lists.
Me neither. The 𝗻𝗄𝗿𝗄𝗏 song I chose wasn't Taxi. It was far worse. It was Cats in the Cradle.
That's what I meant. Cats in the Cradle.
Right.
No, not Cats in the Cradle. Taxi's the one where he's the taxi driver and
Right,
she's the actress.
That's one of the Cats in the Cradle is another
And
bad
she's acting like... You didn't put Taxi?
No, he put Cats in the Cradle.
That's fucking stupid. Even the list is stupid as the list is.
You're arguing with the list.
I mean, oh my God.
They're good for debate.
No, it isn't. Gary Delabate. Rhymes with debate.
By Cher. Oh, this song's so bad it'll kill you. Seasons in the Sun by Terry Jacks.
When he reads these lists, I hear those lips fighting to Seasons in the Sun. He drives me nuts. I'm not listening to the audiobook because
you can't.
I can't listen to him read a book. A whole book? I would buy the book, not the fucking audio tape. Seasons in the Sun. Seasons in the Sun. I can just picture those lips fighting. Oh, the audiobook's making me mental. I think I resent his audiobook.
You love the book. You hate the audiobook.
I hate the audiobook. Oh, when he reads to me, I want to throw up. But and then he's got a Record World playlist. I don't even know what
Record World playlist.
This is another list.
Again, painting a picture right after each album. Record World, I go, these are the songs that were sort of big.
What are you, Van Gogh? You're painting pictures?
Yes, I am.
All right.
When I think of these songs, I just put together a list of songs that just remind me of working at the record store.
I mean, what does that mean? Songs that remind him of working at the record store.
It means these are the songs when I was working in the record store that everybody came in to buy.
So in no particular order.
Robin gets me.
She gets you, but she knows it's idiotic. There's no need for this. We get the picture. You grew up at a certain point in history, and we get it.
Robin completes me.
Only Time Will Tell by Asia. Every Breath You Take by The Police. Billie Jean by Michael Jackson.
But he reads these lists, and here's my point, I guess. Who cares? He's reading to me.
It's just a list.
It's a list.
Listen, I do have to say, there's 6 or 7 lists in the book. They're like a page. Maybe.
Right, I understand that.
It's a huge book. It's like for Beth, I totally understand. It's not Beth's thing. Just turn the page.
I have a list of songs that start with the letter E. I mean, what is the difference between this list and that? What is the difference? Why not do songs that start with the letter R?
The list of songs that
give me 10 songs.
Hold on, you asked a question.
All right, give me 10 songs that start with the letter R.
But the list of songs that start with the letter R have nothing. Don't paint anything in the
sure
book.
they do. When you were working, when you were growing up, what were the songs that started with R?
Runaway.
Go ahead. Give me 9 more.
Round and Round.
Yeah, I mean, this is all fucking stupid. Round and round. Round and round. Roundabout. I've been a roundabout.
He's doing it. He's putting together a list.
He's got a list. What?
Run Around Sue.
Okay.
Roundstone Cowboy?
Round Here.
Roundstone Cowboy.
Here.
I'm not saying these are songs I
And
like.
that could go
these
on
are
the
songs.
and that
No. These are songs that started with R. I don't necessarily like them.
That's my favorite part about every list.
Right.
I'm not saying these are good.
Right.
I'm not saying that they're my favorite.
Right. They're not even like, he doesn't even give a shit about these songs.
These are actually very shitty songs.
Robin. Read Our Love.
Read Our Love. Golden Earring.
House Blues.
That's going in the paperback, that list.
How about a list of songs that started with R, but also the band's name started with R? Work on that
Round and
list.
Round by Rat.
Say again?
Round and Round by Rat.
Right. Very good. Good. Go work on that. Because everyone wants to know that. Songs that start with R, that bands also
By bands that start with R.
That's right. Very. What was the hit by the Rockets?
Who are the Rockets?
Detroit's very best.
But
Rockets.
I don't think it was an all song.
All.
It has to be an all song.
Flashdance, What a Feeling by Irene Cara. Down Under by Men at Work. Sweet Dreams Are Made of This by the Eurythmics. Do You Really Want to Hurt Me?
This is making me mental. This fucking book. I wish this book would go away already. It's making me mental. I never heard. How did the author, the co-author, let him get away with this?
It was a group effort. The editor was about, the author was about, everybody liked it.
Now, you didn't make up any of these lists. You already have these lists?
I did already have these lists. Well, no, I take it back.
Do you have a list? Remember when you were?
I did have to make them up.
Remember when you were fucking that girl at NBC? You know, the Snow Bunny?
Yeah.
What songs were popular during that period of your life? Why not a list there?
I could have done that.
Right.
You know, Robin, I actually had the list, but not the songs to go with them. So then when I decided that I had to come up.
Why didn't you make a list of songs that were popular when your parents first met? So that we could understand that era, too. Can you put that together for me?
Sure.
Good.
Well, yeah, but why not the best makeout songs? Or does he do that?
Oh, yes.
If I had the best makeout songs, you'd be like, well, what the fuck is that in your book?
How about, are there any songs about making out with a guy who has really bad breath and giant teeth?
How about the songs that we played at NBC while I walked back to the hallway with you? I could have done those.
How about the songs that were popular when we flew back from Los Angeles after the Arsenio Hall show and you slept the whole fucking time when I needed to talk to someone and I upgraded you to first class?
How many times do I have?
Where's the list of songs? My mother got electroshock therapy. Here's a list of songs that are about electroshock therapy
Back
at
in
that
the
time.
50s, they used electric shock. Here's the songs of the 50s.
Here's a shocking song. I mean, what is that?
I would have done Venus, Shocking Blue.
Very good.
Or Electric Avenue by Eddie Grant.
These are good songs. I'm not saying they're good songs. I'm saying they're good songs to get electroshock therapy to.
Or how about Power Station?
Right. That was
Some like it hot.
especially on their head.
Exactly.
Right. My mother was getting electroshock. This will paint a picture of the times. Painting pictures. It's like second grade. Good Lord. What a book. This is some fucking book. I'm going to be on this book for months. I'm sorry the show's ending in 19
That's
shows.
right, because we'll have to meet alone and talk to ourselves about the book.
When my dentist gave me my first set of caps that Howard found offensive, these were the songs that were being played at that era. I'm not saying they were good songs. What are you saying? What are you saying?
I love, because the list isn't really saying anything.
Nothing. It says nothing.
By Culture Club. Come On Eileen, Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Come on, Eileen. Dexy's Midnight Runner.
Come on, the Snow Bunny.
This is songs that remind them of being at Record World. What the relevance does that have?
Hungry Like the Wolf, Duran Duran. Boy, this is like a who's who of WLIR new wave music from the early 80s. Let's dance.
Now, what does that mean to somebody living in Kansas?
No, it means nothing. 20 people understand that. Now my next list are the following songs that Mary's brother loved in 1987.
Here's what was popular when I met Mary.
Yeah. Mary and I fell in love to these songs. Now, I'm not saying these are great songs, but we fell in love to them.
I'm not saying I like this.
I don't love this song, but Mary loves these songs. These are songs Mary loved when we fell in love.
Smoking in the boys' room, Motley Crue.
Let's Dance, David Bowie. Oh man, this one always reminds me of the store. Electric Avenue by Eddie Grant.
There you go.
She Blinded Me with Science by Thomas Dolby. Africa by Toto.
Oh, and that bad music behind him? I feel
That's another thing, because the music behind him has nothing to do with the music he's talking
I had
about.
nothing to do with putting that music on.
I feel like I'm listening to Entertainment Tonight with a really bad announcer.
Sold a lot of those. Der Kommissar by After the Fire.
The Commissar is also on another list in the book. I don't know if you know that. That is a song that reminds me of when I had to get home and give the kids their bath and then vacuum the house for Mary. The Commissar.
Now, here's a list of the songs that appear in more than one list.
Right. Here's a list of songs that appear in other lists in my book. The Commissar and
Billy, don't be here. No,
Asia.
Gilbert O'Sullivan, that one. That appears
It's on
everywhere.
every list.
Asia's on every list.
That's in bad songs, also songs that remind me when I worked at the record store, and also tell a bad story. Your fucking list. Did you put a lot of thought into your list? Like you wanted to make sure that you didn't leave anything out? Did you go through like volumes of lists of songs and then narrow it down?
Somewhere in the middle. I mean, I didn't like labor over it, but I did. I spent a lot of time on them. I'll say that.
You didn't labor over it, but you spent a lot of time.
It wasn't like I went through. I didn't pull out books and go through every song from the '80s ever made.
So you could have left some out.
But when you decided on Cats in the Cradle rather than Taxi,
Yeah, what was the thought process there, and how long did that take you?
Cats in the Cradle probably a bigger hit, probably more widely known.
Really?
Of course, he never knows what a fucking hit song is anyway. He's completely confused.
That wasn't. I'm telling you, what? Just because
You don't even know if how do you know if Cats in the Cradle is a bigger hit than Taxi? You don't know. Did you look up the sales?
I can look it up.
Look it up.
I'll look it up right now.
Yeah, look it up and peck away with one finger when you look it up.
Oh, man.
Fucking guy drives me nuts. He had to write a book. It's making me crazy. Here's a list of songs for when you get very bored in Las Vegas. Because he's the only guy I know who got bored in Vegas. Why not a list of songs when you got bored in Vegas? And why didn't you write about that? I'd like to read why you're bored in Vegas. That's the book.
All right, would you like
They should have let me pick the topics for the book.
Harry Chapin, Taxi.
Go ahead.
Went to number 24.
All right.
Cats in the Cradle, number 1.
All right. You got me. There you go.
He's jumping up and down.
And by the way, that's also on my list of songs that are good to sleep to at work to. When I'm falling fucking asleep.
I can't believe he has a Billboard book. He still loves lists.
He loves lists.
He loves counting records.
Look what's a bigger hit.
Totally. There's no doubt about it. That's like the happiest day for me, to be correct on shit like that.
You were right. You're not wasting that high IQ for nothing. Now, a new list, Robin.
Yes?
These are songs sung by people who look Jewish, but who aren't Jewish. All right. First one is the guy from Canada, Geddy Lee. Very Jewish looking, but he is not Jewish. Right, Fred?
The captain in Captain and Tennille. He looks Jewish.
By the way, Geddy Lee is Jewish.
He acts Jewish. He's always wearing that giant yarmulke on his head.
Geddy Lee is Jewish.
Geddy Lee's Jewish?
Yep.
Uh-oh, he fooled me.
He did look Jewish to me. Geddy Lee is Jewish? All right, here's a list of singers in rock bands who are Jewish and look Jewish. Geddy Lee. Wow. Here's a list of guys who don't look Jewish, but are Jewish. Billy Joel. He doesn't look Jewish, right?
Yeah, he does.
He does? Oh. See, these lists are harder than I thought. But that would have been funny, those kind of lists.
Right.
You know. If I write another book, I'm going to have lists. Like Gary. God. What are you doing there? What are you licking? You're moving your tongue inside your cheek. What is going on there? What are you trying to do? Clean your teeth?
Breakfast. There was you really want to be gross?
Yeah, so you're...
There might have been a tiny piece of egg in my gum.
So you're using your tongue to clean out your cheeks?
Well, it's better than my finger.
Right. No, good. Okay.
By the way, I just got a note from several people. Billy Don't Be a Hero is not about the Vietnam War. It's about the Civil War.
Ah.
Ooh.
You should have known that, 𝗻𝗄𝗿𝗄 Jr.
Did you listen to the whole song?
I did, but I didn't know. You wouldn't know that. It's just about war.
I want to finish my list of when Gary was working at Record World.
Yes, these are the songs.
These are the songs
that remind him
of the record store.
The Record World era.
Putting on the Ritz by Taco. I hated that song, but it always makes me think of Record World. The Safety Dance, Men Without Hats. Oh, this was a big one. Mickey by Tony Basil. Rock This Town by the Stray Cats. Our House by Madness.
He loves his music.
Is he naming every song they played? This is a long list.
Oh. I don't even know how much more.
I'm reliving the entire 80s.
I think we have
This is every song.
I think we have another full minute of over a minute.
Rock the Casbah by The Clash. Photograph by Def Leppard. Here's one I bet you forgot about. Pass the 𝗛cie by Musical Youth.
I'm going to kill him. I love you, but what are you doing?
What do you mean? Write a book.
Writing a book. You think you have another book in you?
I was thinking about that the other day. I'm not sure.
I left out Air Supply, Making Love Out of Nothing at All.
I'm happy your book's doing well. Please don't misinterpret this, but I don't understand the list.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I didn't expect you to love every page of it. And it is doing very well, by the way.
That's wonderful. No, I think it's great. The lists are bizarre.
How is it doing? I mean, like, where are you on? Are you a number one?
So I find out tomorrow night at 6 o'clock if I made the New York Times list and if I did where it's at. But for the first week, I was number 5 at Borders nationally and number 5 at Barnes & Noble and number 7 at Borders.
Wow. Well, you have to be on the bestseller list.
I would think so, yeah.
Doesn't your publisher think so?
Nobody wants to say anything, you know.
They don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it'll be in the top 10, but if it's in the top 5, I'd be thrilled.
Right.
It's not going to be number 1 because I think that, what's his name? Keith Richards. I think they said there's literally 500,000 books they printed.
You really think people care? Like, I've read enough about Keith Richards from the excerpts to know basically what he says.
I got to tell you, I read the
I don't really
excerpt
care.
in Rolling Stone, and listen, I'm a pretty big Stones fan, but I just thought he was sort of arrogant, and it didn't make me want to buy the book.
Yeah, I agree, because if I'm reading about the Stones, I don't want Keith Richards' point of view, who is completely fucking coked up out of his brains, who thinks that he's way more important to the Stones than Mick Jagger. I just don't want to hear that.
I wouldn't mind hearing his point of view. Just what I read of it, I didn't like.
I need somebody to synthesize it and say, you know, yeah, okay, I interviewed Keith, I interviewed Mick, and here's kind of what we came away with. I don't know.
Well, this is a biography. I mean, it's an autobiography, so you're getting only Keith's point of view. I mean, and I think that's important to the record of who the Stones are.
Don't you
More importantly, are songs that were popular during Gary's years at Record World.
That's true.
Want Me, the Human League? God, did that song get played to death. Abracadabra by Steve Miller.
I like when Gary comments on the various songs.
Yeah.
God, that song is...
That's what you do for the audiobook.
Yeah,
man.
I love that.
Want a little bit extra.
It's a bonus.
The bonus.
Oh.
But these are all songs that remind him of Record World, and every once in a while he'll say, "This one really reminds me."
Yeah. I like when he does that. I mean, he's giving you additional information that's meaningless. Like if he said something like, you know, hey, that was a song, like a fact, that was a song that sold more songs than the history of the Billboard charts.
Right.
Nothing. He goes, that was a song that really reminds me. Boy, they played that song a lot. I mean, it's like meaningless shit that he's throwing in. Those are the extras.
675-309 by Tommy Two-Tone. We Got the Beat by the Go-Go's. Caught Up in You by 38 Special. I Ran by a Flock of Seagulls. What a horrible video, by the way.
What a horrible video, by the way.
Oh, yes, I remember that video. You're right.
Here's a list of songs that John Hine fucks me in the ass to.
The devil went down to Georgia.
Hey, hold on. Before we go further, that's not a fact. That's just a comedy fact.
Right.
Kids in America by Kim Wilde. Edge of 17 by Stevie Nicks. Sunday Bloody Sunday by U2. Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. God, we sold a shitload of that record.
Oh.
I love the comments. God, we sold a
shitload of that.
Throwing around the shit word. Wild. So loose. I tell you, I think after I leave the radio, I think Gary's going to be back working at Record World. I think he wants to work at Record World.
There is no Record World.
He's going to stand there. He's going to be the guy who just waits for it to reopen. What am I going to do? No Howard Stern show and no Record World. The fuck's he going to do? I just want a list of all the comments he makes about the song. There isn't one. Oh, we sold the shit out of that record.
Because now I'm wondering, okay, so these were the best sellers at Record World? Or were these what he had to listen to while he worked at Record World?
This is what he remembers being... I don't know. I don't know.
I'm confused now. What are we listing?
We're listing songs that remind him of working at Record World.
But why do they remind him?
He doesn't say that.
Now he's thrown in that Cyndi Lauper sold a lot.
Yeah.
So he remembers it for that reason. Why does he remember 𝗛𝗵ci𝘄?
You want to go back and listen to this list again and hear his comments? I'll do that.
Owner of a Lonely Heart by Yes. Stepping Out by Joe Jackson. Uptown Girl.
He seems to wait 3 or 4 songs before he comments.
Before he comments, yeah.
Were those ad-lib comments, or did you have them written down?
Read the book. No, they're ad-lib.
Ad-lib as you're going along.
In the book, they just list.
In other words, all of a sudden something would grab you and you would ad-lib. I see.
Girl by Billy Joel. Family Man by Hall & Oates. Come On Feel the Noise by Quiet Riot. Harden My Heart by Quarter Flash. And Burning Down the House by the Talking Heads.
No, that's it.
That's it. No more comments.
No more comments. I missed the comments in the beginning.
He blew through the rest of them, though.
Yeah. He didn't have any comment.
I had nothing to say about Quarter Flash. It was the chick and her husband.
See how much fun you can have with Gary's audiobook?
Was there any reason for the order? Was there any reason for anything?
No. There's no reason for this book. I'm telling you, these are the ramblings of a mental case. I mean, he's saying his mother was mental. I think his mother's fine. He's mental.
Take him in for an evaluation.
Here's a list of songs I think you'll really enjoy. This is a list of songs to listen to while you're making lists of other songs.
Kiss on my list, Hall & Oates.
Here's a list of songs with absolutely no meaning to me and no connection to my life.
Tom Jones, Delilah.
Does he ever make a list of things he likes?
Theme from Deliverance.
My book is different. This is a list of songs. This is a list of songs. This is a list of songs I've never heard.
Here's every song that was played in the year that I worked at Record World.
This is a list of songs I heard once and then didn't like, so I've never heard them again until I wrote this book.
Can't you see? 𝗦𝗁𝗲𝗿𝗱 Band.
You've only heard that once, Gary?
Yeah.
Oh.
I only needed to hear that one.
When we were playing the greatest bad storytelling songs, did he make comments? I don't think we listened to all his comments.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah. Want to hear his comments?
Yeah, we didn't even get through that list, I don't think.
Right. I couldn't get through it.
Earlier in the book, I talked about how I used to listen to AM radio in the early 70s, and I would listen to 𝗻𝗄𝗿𝗄𝗿 all the time, and there were songs that, you had
Do you really want to admit that?
to listen to the whole song. They told the story. There was the verse and the chorus and whatever, but you had to get to the end of the song to hear how it all turned out. These aren't great songs. These are just sort of the greatest bad storytelling songs that I can remember. So,
Oh, good. This is a good list.
This is the best of the worst.
Surprised when David Letterman and Matt Lauer interviewed him, they didn't
They
ask
didn't
about
go
this.
for the list.
Right. Hey, where's that desert island list? Gary makes a lot of comments on that one.
Does he?
Yeah, I think so. And the jukebox list, too.
Because now the Desert Island list is a list that he really loves.
Yeah,
These are songs he loves.
Yeah,
They're all on Gary page 2 in yellow.
These are all the songs and albums that hold up.
All right. Here's his desert island list. I'm just listening for the comments.
Yeah.
so these are 10 records that if I had to go to a desert island, I could only bring them with me. What would I bring? Well, no surprises here. You know I'm a huge Bruce Springsteen fan, so I would definitely bring Born to Run. It's my favorite of all his records, and it was just a time and place in my life where I could just go from the beginning to the end and love every song on it.
What?
In other words, every song on there was good.
Yeah, but it was a time and place in his life.
Right.
Where
he
you
could do
could
that.
go from every song and just love it. What did the time and place have to
He's
do?
a fucking zero. I told you that. I hired a maniac.
That's a little harsh.
I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? It was a time and place where I could go to... What? Well, explain that. Seriously. What does that mean?
Actually, didn't hear the one you just played.
Oh. He was busy.
I was listening to another clip.
He was busy typing with one finger.
I was listening to a clip for the show.
Okay, go ahead. I'll carry on in here. What does that mean?
It was a time and place where you could just listen to every song and love it.
Asia by Steely Dan. I really love that band, and I really love that record. And I saw them recently in New York where they played Asia live, and the record still holds up. London Calling, The Clash. I don't know what to say. You know, it's just something that if that record came out, it was different than anything I'd heard before.
Oh, ponderous.
I love it. The
You
record
liked it.
came out, and it was like nothing I'd ever heard before.
You think he would have been inspired to pick up a guitar or something? You know what I mean? Like, isn't it weird? Like, he's so into this music. And there's not a musical bone in his body.
Yeah, wouldn't you want to go work for Steely Dan
Right.
and help them make that music?
Like, if the guy was writing a book and it was My Life on the Road with Steely Dan, then I'd say, okay, the guy was in the music industry.
Give me your list. Tell me the different playlists from the different eras.
And I go back and listen to it a lot. It still holds up.
I like that comment. He goes,
Everything still holds up.
I don't know what to say. And then he starts talking for 10 minutes. I don't know what to say. He knows what to say.
Well, Asia holds up, and this holds up.
And it's still good today. It holds up, and it's still good today. He always has something to say, even if he has nothing to say.
Hotel California, The Eagles. I know I'm pulling out hit records here, but what can I say? Every song.
What can I say?
Here we go. I'm going to say something.
I don't know what to say.
But I'm going to say it.
You could have a lot of fun with Gary's new audiobook. Trust me. You can do this at home. You get the home game.
Everybody, get them all around the...
Get around the fireplace and sit there and put on Gary's audiobook and just listen.
The song on Hotel California is amazing. I just got a remastered version of it, and it still holds up.
That still holds up, too.
Thank God.
You're right. Every song...
Everything holds up.
Right. But this is all
What
his
does
opinion.
holds up mean?
Means that he can still listen to it, and it still sounds contemporary.
No, it doesn't mean that at all.
What does it mean?
It means he likes it.
Right.
It holds up for him.
Well, it's his...
My book, who else would it fucking hold up for, idiots?
But why say it holds up? You're naming songs, you're naming albums you love. We already know that.
This is bonus comments, Robin.
Thriller, Michael Jackson. I can already hear some of you going, "Wham, pussy, shitty Michael Jackson." But you know what? It's a great record. And as spoken about earlier in the book, when I was working at the record store, it was just
As spoken about earlier in the book.
As spoken about earlier at the record store. Does Michael Jackson hold up, Gare?
It does.
Yeah.
the pivotal time of my life, and every song on the record is a hit. I know some of it's overplayed to death, but the record still holds up.
Still holds up.
Well, what was the pivotal time?
I could listen to every song, and it would,
still holds up.
It still will hold up.
The Eminem Show by Eminem. I know what you're thinking. How the hell did that one get in there? And in the book, I wanted to write parentheses, and I thought I had mother issues. It's a great record. I listened to it. You know, he's angry. He speaks from the heart. And a lot of rap I don't like, but this record I like a lot. The next two sort of go hand in hand.
He's so deep.
Do you know why he likes the Eminem record?
No. Because he doesn't like
all of that.
Because I listen to it while eating M&M.
No, because
But here's the deal.
Yeah, why don't you like?
You don't have to make, when you make a list, you don't have to expand on
Well,
it.
why did you?
You're expanding, but
You're the
we don't
one.
go anywhere.
You're expanding, but we're not learning.
Every list,
All of your comments are,
you're asking a question.
but all of your comments are irrelevant.
To you.
No, but I mean, we don't understand why you like Eminem. We know you don't like rap, but you like this because it holds up. But
Even with the Michael Jackson, it was a pivotal time, but we don't find out what the pivot was.
I don't
It's in your head.
I mean, if Jesus Christ himself came back
Yeah.
and wrote a book and gave me his desert island list, I don't even think I'd care about that. And it's Jesus Christ's desert island. I mean, who cares about Gary's personal favorite list? But the
I just got to know, seriously, you know who says he loves the list in the book?
Who?
Spider Harrison.
Oh, well, that's different. If he likes it, then I like it. I just like the comments and the explanations.
I do.
Yeah, that's fun.
Because I can't believe them.
Hold on a second. Is it really 7:04? Holy shit.
Yeah, I've been talking about this for 45 minutes. Anybody bored?
No.
I thought it was 6:30.
Hey, Dan. Are you as fascinated by the list as I am?
No. Am I on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's really pathetic. Who puts a fucking song list in any book at all?
Yeah.
He wants to sell books and he got all these stupid fucking lists.
Well,
It's great. It's great for us, but it's fucking sad, I think.
Ned, go ahead. You're on the air.
Howard.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Ned in Albany. Hey, man, he just took all your negotiating power away with 𝗦𝗵cie because he just gave you like 5 years worth of material,
Right.
about 2 years worth of song parody contests.
Yeah, now I can't leave the radio because
Right, look at this.
how could I sit at home and not talk about these lists?
You'll explode.
Exactly.
Like I'll be sitting there with Beth going, I've got to go find a career because I need to go somewhere where I can talk about these lists. It's fascinating. It's fascinating.
You could do 3 days on air and then just record a day at home in your apartment. A whole 4th day is just going to be you talking about Gary and his list.
I like that Gary actually pitched a book years ago before this one to an actual book company that he wanted to just give a book of lists. Thank you.
Go find that manuscript.
Hey, Gary, why do you have a different Eminem album on your Deserted Island list in your book? Like it doesn't match the audio book.
Really?
That's what somebody just handed me a note. Is that true? Do you have what is that, Jason?
On his Desert Island list, he has the Marshall Mathers Show by Eminem listed, but then on his audiobook, he says he has the Eminem Show listed, and they're two different albums.
Wow. Gary,
Wow.
how do you explain
Which
that?
one do you like, Gary? Now we're confused.
That must be, I guess that's a mistake. There's a mistake. Somebody made a
So
mistake.
what list do you like?
Which is the album you like?
I have to go back and look at that. I can't remember the name.
You're not a real
This
Eminem
is not
fan.
an authentic list.
I can tell you it's the one with,
He's got the wrong
it's
list.
the one with cleaning out my closet.
What?
Well, now we got to go look up the album.
It's the Eminem Show.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not the Marshall Mathers Show, it's the Eminem Show.
Uh-oh.
Baba Booey.
I've always thought of them as one double album. Revolver and Rubber Soul by the Beatles. They were released very close to each other. And
So you're bringing both of them on the desert island?
Yeah, but they're counting as one.
You're cheating. Because he's always thought of them as one album.
Yeah.
Well, you can't do that.
they're so similar, and I know everyone loves Sgt. Pepper's and everyone loves the White Album, but I thought these were the two records where the Beatles really went from being a pop band to becoming the band that we all know and remember them for. Eleanor Rigby, all of the songs, they're just phenomenal. Norwegian Wood.
So fascinating. Eleanor Rigby, Norwegian Wood.
Again, this is where they went from where to where?
They went from being a pop band to a what band? What did they do? Gary, can you? I
don't remember. You just played it.
What did you just say? They went from a pop band to a what?
I didn't realize I don't remember. I was looking
at a band we all remember them for.
Wait, I got to rewind that.
I love these records. From being a pop band to becoming the band that we all know and remember them for.
We all know and remember them for. He's fucking rambling. What the fuck are you talking about? When Robin laughs, it's the worst.
Oh, man.
When she cuts it, it's like, I see you can't
I don't believe she finished the marathon at all.
No, but really, you see what I'm saying? Gary just like went in that studio, and now he's talking to himself. And I'm telling you, sometimes I have conversations with Gary, and they don't make sense. And he says that I'm a ball buster. Well, what does that mean? What is the sentence again? Repeat that sentence, Robin.
I don't think she can.
They went from a pop band to the band we all know and remember them for.
Oh, my God.
The marathon didn't kill her. This list
I told you this book's funny. You said to me it's not a funny book. That isn't the same laugh you'd give when you saw my penis and it was small, is it?
Oh, my goodness.
You all right over there?
I'm going to pull myself together so we can get through the list.
You love the new book.
I love his comments. You know, the thing that's missing from the book is the comments for these lists.
If you got the opportunity to make an audio book, wouldn't you be extra careful to say something intelligent? Wouldn't
Why did you do that?
Why? Like, wouldn't you listen back to this and go, wait, I just made no sense? This is where they went from being the pop band to the band we all
know and remember them for.
He should not have ad-libbed.
Eleanor Rigby, all of the songs, they're just phenomenal. Norwegian Wood, I love these records. Live at the Fillmore, the Allman Brothers Band. Whenever I think of this record, I think of being in high school and playing on the football team, and how on Saturdays before the game, we could bring music in to sort of get us psyched up. And we would listen to, I know it doesn't sound like it would psych you up, but we would listen to the 22-minute version of In Memory of Elizabeth Reed. This is just a great record and probably one of the greatest nights playing.
Wait a second. That's the part where I did expand on it. Now that's funny.
We barely had time to play football.
22
Isn't it football?
One time we tried playing Mountain Jam, but it didn't work too well.
A lot of us got depressed.
Because that was from 𝗦𝗵cie.
Oh.
Surely you love that comment.
It takes you 22 minutes?
To get psyched up for the game?
Oh, my God.
No. You put the record on, you would just listen to music while you were getting ready.
Right.
What is that song? I gotta know.
That's a great song. I love it. I'm gonna go play football.
Now I'm ready.
It holds up.
Tonight's playing live, it still holds up for me.
Still holds up?
Sinatra's Greatest Hits by Frank Sinatra. All right, I'm trying to make sure I'm not listening to the same type of music every day while I live on this desert island, but this was a record that my mom played every day when I was a kid, so I know the songs forward and backwards. I'm Italian. We have to like Sinatra. What do you want out of my life? But I really do. I like.
What do I want out of my life? I want nothing. Because he's Italian, he has to like Frank Sinatra. I don't know. It's enough with this. I've had it with this list. We're going to move on.
Yeah, we better move on.
Move on. You look so puzzled after every comment. Well, all right. Anyway, Gary's book is called They Call Me Baba Booey, and it's a bestseller.
And you have to, I mean...
LaGrange your favorite song that you ever wrote?
That's one of them, sure.
Yeah. Do you remember writing LaGrange?
Yeah, well LaGrange, there's the 2-minute wonders. LaGrange came together as an accident.
Someone told me you're doing a special long version of it, which I'm very excited about. When LaGrange, you say, came together in like one of those 2-minute deals, it seems to me that some of the best songs come together that quickly. When you got to labor over them, they're not as good for some reason. Why is that?
It just sucks out the energy. If you can just get it, lightning in a bottle is rare.
Mm-hmm. So, Billy, you came up with the riff for LaGrange?
Yeah, we had the basic, same 3 guys. This one has same 2 chords. Really getting down.
But you know how to play those chords.
And we took a lunch break, and the engineer was, doing what he does behind the glass, and we were just goofing off, and there it came.
All right, let's listen to LaGrange. This is what you boys do best. Frank, are you up to this?
I'm ready.
Boys, I'm going to sit back and really enjoy this, okay?
second thought, don't tell us nothing, just listen to Howard Stern and we're gonna make some barbecue.
My God in heaven, I just shot a load.
Oh, stop it.
No, I did. Oh, do I love this band. I got to get in a band, man. Oh, my God. You boys are some fucking musicians. ZZ Top coming in. I see Scott's been preparing for like days.
All right, this is the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Scott's been with the show, what, 28 years?
Right.
Scott came in on a Sunday.
Yeah, I heard for a sound check.
For a sound check. And didn't ask for any extra money or anything.
Wow.
I was shocked. He must love them.
Who?
Scott must love ZZ Top.
Yeah, he must.
No complaints at all.
You know what's great?
That's amazing.
Like Scott came in and everything, but I know they did the sound check and everything to figure out which microphones will stop working during their performance. Because it always happens. I don't even know. You're all set for ZZ Top?
Yes.
And what happened on Sunday? How long was the sound check?
They were here about an hour.
Nice.
And they played, they did the songs they were going to do today.
I will be beating off because those dudes, first of all, it's only 3 guys. It's like Cream. A drummer and 2 guitar players. And I went down to see them at that John Varvatos store they were playing. They did a couple of songs one night. It's fucking crazy how good and professional. They're so professional, man.
They were amazing.
They just get up and it's effortless, and they look so damn cool. Like, it made me want to be a rock star again. I haven't had that feeling in a long time. Because, you know, music's gotten so lame. And
I know.
But when they play,
you don't listen to Rihanna and say, boy, I want to do
No. Like, when I see them, it's like, oh, shit, I wish I was in that band.
They're really good. Unbelievable.
Pictures of the sound check are up on howardstern.com if you're a big fan like I am. I'm obsessed with these guys.
But they were so good in just the sound check. I mean, they were just kind of, tuning up, and they were great.
And then when the sound check, they just start getting into it, right? They don't even stop.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'll take a 2-hour concert from those guys.
And
they dress real cool. Do they dress cool when they're just like doing a sound check?
Cool. They put the sunglasses on.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
I thought they came in like I see them.
Because when I saw them, they were like wearing like these red, like almost like Sergeant Pepper jackets, and they looked real cool with the glasses and the big beard.
They always look cool. I mean, that's the way that they stay that way all the time.
They were cool, like even when they're just doing a sound check. Like, that's not just a thing they do theatrically.
No.
Wow.
No. And they were so nice. I mean, Billy's playing. He goes, "Can I just do the rest of the tour from here?"
Yeah. What does that mean?
He felt really comfortable.
Yeah.
And he was just like, "I can play here all day."
Well, fuck, tell him to do it.
So, and the reason they came in Sunday...
And they weren't turned off working with you?
No, I came in Sunday because that's when the band can do it. They had a show yesterday, and they had to. That was the most convenient thing for them.
Right, but if I told you you had to come in Sunday to soundcheck Flo Rida, would you have complained?
If that's the way... no.
Hey,
if that's the way it has to be done...
The guy was a team player, you're going to goof on him?
No, I got it.
The fucking guy came in on a Sunday.
I came in and I did my job.
I respect that.
Thank you. I mean, that's, they needed to do it Sunday. That was the only time they could fit it in. So...
Thank you.
Should have called me. I would have come and watched.
It was great. It was really amazing just to be. They were so loose and just so, with it. It was great.
Wow. Are they doing that chartreuse?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
What else would you ask for? Tush?
Oh, Jesus. I'd ask them to do the whole set they did at that John Varvatos thing. It was about 9 songs they did, and was way too fast for me. It was done, and that was it.
And Billy,
I was like one of those idiots just standing there with his iPhone, and I was like videoing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I was like a douche.
And Billy promised he would talk more. He says,
"Oh yeah."
I said hello. He says, I've been told that when I was here the last time, I didn't talk a lot.
I thought he was in a coma.
Yeah, he came in with that book about cars.
Yeah, so I think they're going to be really good.
You must have been torn because, Sunday was Mother's Day, and I'm sure you want to be with your wife on Mother's Day.
It was. Yeah, I got home. They were here early, and I got home about 1, so, we got to spend some time.
Still had time to celebrate.
ZZ Top or my wife?
Yeah, really.
Mr. Wonderful is back.
I'm back home, darling. Time to celebrate. I'm here. I helped to make you a mother.
It was good.
When I inserted my big, thick cock inside of you, I made you a mummy. And I'm here to celebrate. And I got my triumphant time with ZZ Top.
Let's thank Chris Gibbons, too, from Sirius, Engineering.
All right, Scott.
I don't want to take full credit. I don't want to take full credit.
Let's thank.
He had a lot to do with it.
A few people. Let's see how it goes and see if everything works, and then you can.
I think that's what Scott's doing.
If it sounds like shit, it's Chris's fault.
Chris
just
is already.
In case.
Yeah, he's congratulating himself on a successful sound check.
I had nothing to do with it.
I told Chris we needed more EQ.
I'd like to thank everybody who was involved in the sound check.
The sound check went great.
Yeah, everyone around here congratulates themselves.
Thank you.
We'll see how. If it all goes well, then you can do your Academy Awards speech. Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Now get out of here and go prepare. That's what I want to see. Triple check everything. I don't want anything ruined. Awesome. Love those guys. I'm very excited about this.
Scott, what? You feeling the pressure now that you've sort of set it up?
I never feel the pressure because it will inevitably go wrong. So there's never pressure when you know what's going to happen.
But it's not for lack of preparation.
No.
The mics are ready.
Everything's ready.
The mix is ready to go.
The crew is happy, right? Yep. Okay, see, the crew's happy, so everybody's happy.
What does ZZ Top mean to you musically? I mean,
they were
looking at you. You wouldn't think a rock and roll guy, but you're a rock and roll guy.
I used to have a ZZ Top type beard.
Exactly. This is suburban Scott.
I mean, I kind of was like, they're my age range. When I was into music and I was a young lad in the late teens of my life, they were the group.
They're the real deal.
They are the real deal.
Not like the crap that's been churning out today.
They are legends, rock stars. As big as you can get.
Good luck today, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, now it's Billy.
And Dusty.
And Frank. And we're
ZZ
Top right here on Howard Stern this morning. We're saying, hey, and have mercy.
It's early and cold.
I haven't heard Howard this excited in a long, long time. Welcome, guys.
The guys are here and ready to go. So,
ZZ Top?
Yes.
Hey, look at this. Hey. My heroes.
Oh.
Wow.
You got to get me to riff on that identity theft.
Why?
No one wants to look like me.
They just want your money. They don't want to look like you.
Man.
Hey, great seeing you guys. How exciting is this? Sorry it's so early. This is welcome to my nightmare. This is my nightmare.
We haven't been to bed yet, so it's all right.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah.
How do you do that? I wish I could do that. Jake?
We were trying to get back early to get some sleep, but we were playing in Amish country. We got behind one of the buggies.
I have in my studio one of my favorites of all time. ZZ Top. Look at you boys. And looking good and sharp, I mean, it's not easy this time in the morning to be sharp, is it?
Look out.
Look out. Are these mics working and everything? Let me see what's happening here. That's not working. Scott, all the pre-setup and everything?
It's not easy being us, no.
I think so.
We're hearing an echo?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
That's the performance
I'm
mic,
working.
not the speaking mic.
What's that?
I hear you.
Is there a speaking mic, Scott, that's different?
That's just the natural reverb that we have.
Oh. Well, the Sunday... Would you want me to go play another song
Look at him.
so I can
He's
talk to
running
the guys?
Can you not hear me?
Hold on, boys.
I hear that.
I don't know. There's an echo, and it's like, it's a nightmare. This is welcome to my nightmare. You
Scott
understand?
was about to take a bow.
There's a song.
They assured me they knew what they were doing. I want to get out of radio and sell Grit. You ever read the magazine Grit? That's what I'm going to sell. That's what I tried to do. Scott, you've left the room. I don't know what to do. You've kind of left me hanging here with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
It's funny, my engineer was in here giving an acceptance speech and how proud he was. He set up all the mics. He has everything all set to go, and he was congratulating various... What am I supposed to do while you're out of the room?
We're good now.
We're good now? Yeah. Okay. Hey, boys.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Everything's working.
Everybody's here.
Everything's all set up. Now, you guys were describing to me, the great 𝗛𝗄𝗄𝗏 Top, that you have been up all night. Was that the philosophy of all three of you, to stay up all night rather than get up early in the morning?
That's our philosophy.
Well, I mean, you rock and roll time, it's just about bedtime.
It is.
Just about.
You see, I can't do something like that, but because you're musicians, you can do this kind of thing.
We're expected to.
Well, I can't tell you how honored I am to have you guys here. You know what a big fan I am. In fact, I've given up on rock and roll at some point because I see these bands today and they don't make me feel like I want to be a rock star, but you guys still give me that feeling.
That's a good thing.
Like when I saw you playing at that John Varvatos event, I was like, man, I got to get in a band. I just have no talent.
Hey, believe me, we got room.
Billy, you act like, it's simple to be a rock star. You say, it's the same three guys with the same three chords. That's the famous quote.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to come up with a hit song. How many guys just go down in flames? How many guys did you know in the business who, were talented guys, but nobody knows who they are and they never went anywhere?
It's getting that way. It's getting that way.
Was that your fear when you got into it? Did you have a fallback plan if this thing didn't work out?
I think we started that way.
Right.
It just worked out in another way.
My fallback plan, was to play clubs. So, I mean,
You never know what's going to be.
I was going to play somewhere.
Yeah, and when I read about you guys and your early beginnings and stuff, like Billy, you were opening for Jimi Hendrix. In a what was the name of the band you were in before you met these two guys?
Well, they were in the American Blues in Dallas. I had the Moving Sidewalks.
And the Moving Sidewalks were sort of happening, right? I mean, you guys kind of had something going on.
Yeah, it was.
Why did you bail out on the Moving Sidewalks?
Well, the name. Yeah. It was a sidetrack game. It was a four-piece outfit.
Right.
And,
too many. Yeah.
And I was actually kind of. I never, believe it or not, I never saw the American Blues live. I saw them on TV.
Right.
And they said, yeah, we saw the Moving Sidewalks on TV. So we were kind of like TV buddies.
So then how did you get together?
Yeah. Well, two of the Sidewalk members got sidetracked. They went and served. They went into the service.
Wow.
And
that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll end a career.
That'll break up a band.
Although Elvis managed to survive it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And so then you joined in with these guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but what? So when you do that, I mean, you never know what's going to be. Were you guys good friends right away, or did you all hate each other?
Well,
right away.
Yeah,
I tried it because...
Did you hate each other right away? Do you guys like I got to clear something up for me.
Yeah.
Frank, listen, wake up back there.
Hello.
Yeah. It ain't that bad. Let me ask you something. Are you guys friends or not?
We have friends. We have friends.
Yeah, but
boy.
Do you guys like each other at all at this point? Because bands, I mean, are infamous for it's hard. It's like being in a family, and you can get on each other's nerves. Do you guys really ever hang out with each other? Because someone told me when you even get on a tour bus, you all have 3 separate tour buses. You each have your own tour bus.
Yeah.
What's going on? Are the boys friends or not?
Oh yeah.
You are?
The band I guess, the thread between the three. But we've got this card game called 31.
Right.
And by way of radio, we can talk to each of us, as long as we stay in
but
range.
Wouldn't we save money if we all toured on the same bus?
Yeah, but we wouldn't be together 44 years. I mean,
that's what's keeping you together.
Do you think you would have killed each other had you had to travel on the same tour bus? Because it is difficult.
Yeah.
Well, we're always glad to see each other when we get there.
Right.
And
there's no socializing between the families. Frank, you never go over to the boys' house and say hello?
Sure.
You do?
Yeah. Constantly.
Yeah.
Constantly.
In other words, it's difficult. If you spend too much time together, you will kill each other.
Well, we our social life is like, hey, you made that mistake last night. Come on, where are you going?
Yeah.
When you write music, though, does it require all three of you to get together?
Yeah.
It does. So then you're really together when you write. Like when you wrote that last album, which I thought was beautiful. You guys get into a room and you still write together?
Well, yeah, our buddy Rick Rubin, of course, got in the mix. And a lot of, there's a lot of artists that say, well, Rick, he makes you do it over and over and over. But the good news for us is we like to play.
Yeah.
And every time Rick said play it again, he got the bonus, and we got the bonus because we got to play it again.
Is that Rick Rubin's move as a producer? He just says to you, keep playing the same song over and over again?
I don't know. He had a long beard, so I was right with him. He didn't wear shoes so very often.
Yeah, he's got your look. I mean, he's got that long beard thing.
He's like the fourth ZZ Top.
Yeah. Is it true?
I don't know if he's as handsome as we are, but...
And Frank, why did you never... I know you've probably been asked this, but you never wanted to do the beard, right? It would have been cool with three guys with big beards.
Yeah.
And did you ever consider it?
We took a year break, and when we got back together, we hadn't seen each other for a year, and we got back together, and they had grown beards, and I had about like I've got now, and I went home and shaved. Said, you win.
Do you guys want Frank to have a beard? I mean, seriously, because it would have been the coolest look if all three of you had the beard. And Frank Beard should have had the beard. I mean, and he knows that. And did you guys, because you guys have a look. There's no doubt about it. Did you ever sit Frank down and say, Frank, look, we've got the beards. Why not you go along with our beards and let's do it? You're the drummer. It would look really cool. No one ever sat down and had that conversation?
Well, he had the thing. He said, look, my name is Beard. You guys take off.
My name is Beard.
I can go to the shopping mall. You can't.
Yeah, listen, he won't hang out with us in public,
Well, it is true. I mean, Frank can blend in. You guys cannot, right?
I don't blend.
You don't blend well. Where are you living, Frank? Where does ZZ Top hang now?
We hang in Texas.
You still live in Texas?
Yeah.
Everybody still lives in Texas?
Well,
right here.
You don't live in Texas.
I live on a tour bus. It just keeps changing town.
Billy, where's your house, honestly?
Got one in Houston, Texas.
Right.
One in Los Angeles.
I see. Dusty, you too?
I just live in Texas. Like somebody asked me one time my address, and I went bus number 2.
And I picture your life in Texas like you guys are always shooting guns and stuff. Do you guys have guns and stuff?
And stuff?
Yeah, and stuff like bombs, grenades. But what do you guys do all day?
Is that what you think I do all day?
I can't get a sense of you politically. Like, in other words, are you guys... What are you guys? Do you get political at all?
We're a rock band.
Yeah, we're a rock band.
It's smart to stay out of that, right?
Well, yeah. I'm in search of. You were talking about identity theft. I tried to register and sign up for the. They said, no, you don't need it. No one wants to look like you.
Here's my identity theft. When someone comes up and tells a story,
right?
If it's a good story, it's me. If it's a bad story, I go, that was Billy.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about the beards.
Yeah, nobody knows who's who. Like, which one's Billy, which one's Dusty? Frank, I know.
Yeah.
So you so you don't get involved in politics. It's smart when a rock band, if you get involved in politics, you're bound to lose somebody in your audience, right?
Well, you'd think, huh?
Yeah, that's what I say. So you don't get into any of that. And what's going on with you? Everyone married now? Last time I saw you, Billy, you were thinking about getting married. You were engaged.
Well, when I left the studio, thanks to you, I had to go tie the knot.
Did you?
Said, yeah.
Oh, no kidding. You're a married man now.
Yes, sir.
You too, Dusty?
Oh, yeah, I've been married a long time.
And what about Frank? Frank, you got a wife?
32 years.
He's been married the longest.
Look what's going on. Did you guys have any fun on the road?
I'm not dead. I'm married.
Well, I don't know. Frank, you never cheated at all on the wife?
No.
I don't know if you guys are for real or what. I really don't know. So, Billy, I wanted to ask you, when you were coming up, and you're in that other band, whatever they were, the Sidewalks or whatever.
All right.
Yeah. You were opening for Hendrix?
Yeah.
And you credit Hendrix with your guitar style? You say you learned a lot from him.
Yes, indeed.
How do you learn a lot from Hendrix? Because he was so fucked up in his, the drugs and everything. Was he in a haze, or could he actually sit there and sort of discuss coherently guitar?
Somehow we got picked up early on.
Yeah.
And they were, I wouldn't say straight shooters. But they weren't shooters at that point.
The Experience, Hendrix and the Experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what Jimmy was doing with that guitar was
crazy.
Yeah, the inventors never dreamed that he was doing things that they said, well, they didn't say he can't do it. He just started doing it.
Where were you when you first saw him? Was it mind blowing? Because Clapton describes that he went to a club one night, he saw Hendrix play, and he said, "That's it. I don't even want to play the guitar anymore. Like, I don't think we're playing the same instrument." Like, it used to screw guys' heads up.
Yeah, he was scary. And there is one interesting aside. He saw to it, I remember seeing this console record player being taken into the room night by night. And he saw to it that I had a room across the hall, and he called me in and he said, "Hey, yeah, what do you think about this?" And he was playing and learning by listening to Jeff Beck's first record. He was listening to Beck.
But isn't that crazy? Like, I don't think he had a guitar lesson in his life, or he was a true savant in a sense. I mean, he really was a genius.
Yeah, man.
And so what was the deal for you? You would just sit there and watch him play and pick up technique?
He said, "Do you know this?" And I said, "No, but keep on. I want to know this."
Yeah. And could you actually mimic some of the things that he was doing?
Yeah, he taught me the Foxy Lady.
Wow. and so that's really incredible. I had always heard a rumor, when you talk about Jimi Hendrix and the Experience, that his bass player, Noel Redding, who I knew, was not really a bass player, that he was not very good. Is that fair to say?
He was the, I guess, the bottom end glue that worked, but he fancied himself more of truly, he was a guitarist. And the strange thing, while we were touring with the Experience, remember Noel had a band called Fat Mattress.
Yeah.
And I came out one night.
You guys were really bad at naming bands.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Fat Mattress. Come on.
The Sidewalks. I mean,
But I went out early. I said, "I'm going to go see the opening act." I said, "Wow, that's funny. The guitar player looks like Noel Redding." Well, of course, it was Noel Redding.
Right. And did Jimmy play bass on those albums, or did Noel play bass on those albums?
Noel played.
He did?
On the first two.
Oh, all right, because it's an unfair rap that he always got, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, today, when you listen to music, you guys, is there anyone that inspires you, or is it just like, you hung around with Hendrix and Stevie Wonder and all these great bands, and do you get excited about new music?
Yeah, there's some new guys. One guy's named Howlin' Wolf. There's another guy, Muddy Waters.
You like them.
Jimmy Reed.
I heard an amazing story about Billy. That when you were a little kid, your father was a musician, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And you saw B.B. King record a record with your father.
Yeah.
What record was that?
I'm Tired of Your Jive.
Right. And then when you got older, I don't know how old you were, you actually got to record that same song with B.B. King.
Yeah.
Was that mind-blowing to you? Was that the dream?
Oh, man, without question. I mean, first of all, to get invited to participate on that was his 80th celebration CD.
Right. Yeah.
They put this project together, and I said, well, yeah, B.B. King. I said, "B.B., what you got in mind?" He said, "Well, there's a song called I'm Tired of Your Jive." And I said, "Yeah, the cut in Houston, Texas, 1958, ACA Studios down on West Gray." Right. He said, "Well, yeah, that's okay."
And did you tell him the story that you saw him record that song originally when you were a little boy?
Oh, yeah, it blew his mind.
Yeah, had to, huh? He was something else, B.B. King, right?
He said, "Well, are you tuned up and ready?" I said, "Yes, I am."
Do you get nervous when you play in front of a B.B. King?
Well, he said, "Let's go into that room over there." And I said, "Well, B.B., that's the singing room." He goes, "Well, yeah, you're going to sing." And I said, "No, I'm going to play." He goes, "No, you're going to sing." I said, "Yeah, but B.B.,
I'm white. Are you sure about this?
Who wants me? I'm a white man.
Yeah.
No, but when you get to sing or play in front of a B.B. King, as a musician, do you start to maybe wonder, oh, am I going to choke here? Am I going to live up to this? Or are you so confident at this point that you can play with anybody?
Yeah, there's a piece on YouTube. It's me and B.B. King just recently.
Right.
And he said, come on up and play some. And fortunately, we got to telling stories. And I got out of it.
Was Cream a big influence?
Yeah.
They were.
Big for me, yeah.
Yeah.
Between Hendrix and Cream, this power trio concept just was it.
And I think Frank once said, with three, it's better because when the band has to make a decision, you've got an odd number of guys, so there's always an outcome. You
never
take
have
vote,
a tie.
You take a vote, and there's never a tie. What the hell are you guys voting on? That's what I want to know.
We don't vote.
Do you vote on which songs get on a record?
No, that's Rick Rubin's job.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You write them, and then he listens to them, and he decides which ones go on.
Yeah, we had 20 tracks prepared in preparation for 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄, the most recent.
Fabulous.
And I said, okay, Rick, you're the vote caster. He said, well, we got 20. He said, here's the hat. I got 20 pieces of paper. This is how we're going to select. So
is that right?
He pulled them out of a hat.
Is that crazy?
Wow.
Does
crazy.
that bother you in a way? Come on, that's not disturbing to you. Shouldn't it be based on the merit of the song?
I took it as they were all good.
Yeah,
Thank you,
can
Rick.
look at it that way.
Yeah.
Do you guys? I had Rod Stewart on yesterday, and he told a story that when he put out, I forget which album Maggie May was on, but he said a record company guy did not want Maggie May on the record. And he said, if this guy didn't put Maggie May on the record, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you right now. Do you guys encounter that kind of thing where people say to you, oh, this song is shit, and then it goes to #1 or something? Has that happened in your career where record company guys are just way off the mark?
We got a lot of flack early on about Eliminator when we first did it because it was a change for us. Change of what we did earlier. Mm-hmm. But as it turned out, nobody remembers not liking it now. They go, oh, yeah, I was all about it, but at the time, it was like,
Well, record companies sometimes want to lock you in a box and say, look, this has been working for you. If you guys change, this could, Do you guys obsess about stuff like that? I mean, it's easy to say, oh, we don't care, we're just artists and we put out what we think is great. But do you obsess about record sales and things like that and the business of records?
Yeah.
You do.
I think you want to be true to what brought you to the party,
right?
And at the same time, you want to have people like it because we got to play it.
Is LaGrange your favorite song that you ever wrote? Do you have a favorite? Is there such a thing as that?
Oh, that's one of them, sure.
Yeah.
And how does the writing happen? Who does what?
Do you remember writing LaGrange?
Yeah, well LaGrange.
You do?
There's the 2-minute wonders. LaGrange came together as an accident. Tush, I think we did Tush. One take wonder.
Isn't that nuts?
We didn't even have Dusty. Just started spitting out the words.
Wow.
We had the title.
Dusty, what does it mean you were spitting out the words? Had this been like words that were going around in your head and you were just waiting for a song to put them in?
Well, we did a sound check in Alabama and we recorded our sound checks and Billy started playing the riff and I started singing whatever came into my head. And
I'm just looking for some Tush.
Yeah, I mean, that's what was on my mind at the time. So, I mean...
That's always on my mind. That's why
things don't change.
And, and you know what's funny about that song? Because the word Tush is Yiddish for ass.
Right.
And yet it became like this anthem for like hard rockers. And I don't even think they knew they were...
I think it means bottom or something, doesn't it? I mean...
Yeah, something like that.
Right.
But the word is tush.
Yeah.
But that isn't that musical. So you said, I'm just looking for some tush?
Tush.
Or did you just not know Yiddish and you were... or you heard some old Jew saying tush or
no,
something?
It was kind of that, and it was also, there was tush, Rico, and plush are 3 levels of fine things.
Right.
So it was also that.
So all of a sudden, you start playing the riff, Billy, and Dusty starts going, you sit doing that one.
Well, it's not Dylan. It's been I've been up, I've been down. I mean, it's
I've
not.
I've been up, I've been down.
Take my word my way around.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hollywood.
Yeah, there you go. Just like that, Howard.
I'm just looking for some time.
I can get on America's Got Talent now.
I want you boys on there. I want you guys doing a song on there in the finale. That's what I want.
He's looking for the next ZZ Top.
I really.
The next one, we're here.
Yeah, right. Well, then you won $1 million.
All right.
It seems to me that some of the best songs come together that quickly. When you got to labor over them, they're not as good for some reason. Why is that?
It just sucks out the energy. If you can just get it, lightning in a bottle is rare.
So, Billy, you came up with the riff for LaGrange?
Yeah, we had the basic, same three guys. This one has same two chords. Really getting
But
down
you know how to play those chords.
And we took a lunch break, and the engineer was, doing what he does behind the glass, and we were just goofing off, and there it came.
No kidding. And Dusty, you came up with the lyrics for that?
LaGrange?
Yeah.
No, that was 𝗏. I came up with the lyrics. Billy
came up with LaGrange?
Yeah, we started writing that. Some songs we never finished. There's one lick that we've been working on for 35 years or something. We bring it up every time we get together to write, and we can't write a song out of it.
What is that? What is that? I'll finish it for you. Go ahead. What is the riff in your head that you've never been able to complete for 35 years? Let me. Baby.
Something crazy.
Something like that. And you can't come up with a song for that.
Well, now it's stuck in that thing. Now it's a deal where we have to try, and we know we'll never get it. So
here's the lyrics.
It helps us get off on something else. You ready?
Yeah,
spin the sex wheel.
Let me hear that a little again. Let me hear that. Two men with beards, one without. That's all I got. All right.
Have no doubt.
There is no doubt.
So, do you guys care about Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Is that important to you?
It's a big honor.
Was it a big honor?
Yeah.
You like that? When I go to your house,
when Keith Richards gets up to do the induction,
like what he said. Yeah.
Did he make no sense?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you know when to come up? Did you know he had introduced you?
Yeah, he went over fucking ZZ Top.
Was it at least a long, sort of passionate speech? Who chose him to make the speech?
That's a good question.
We did.
My favorite, but they had us behind the curtain, and he said, "Oh, step over here, the Gibbons boy, Dusty, the beard boy. I want a picture." I said, "Well, we can do it over here." No, I want it under the no smoking sign, because of course he was
He's
smoking.
always got a cigarette.
He's smoking.
Is Keith Richards a great guitar player or just a great songwriter?
Both.
He's both.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty incredible songwriting duo. When you look at guys like that who have written so many hits, it's mind blowing. But you guys got a lot of hits. You think you guys get respected? Bill, you were voted number 32 guitarist of all time on some list that I read. Does that mean anything to you, or it's just irrelevant?
Well, 3 and 2 is 5. That's an odd number.
Right.
So when it comes back to the tie, there's no argument.
And now you're on tour right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're out there on tour. How many dates are you doing a year? You guys ever home?
Gosh,
Bus number 2.
Bus number 2.
Yeah, right. But I mean, you guys never see your families, right? That's what keeps the marriages going.
We're doing tour. We go home before we go to Europe. We might take 5 days off, go home, and then go to Europe for a month and come back, whatever.
Do we all have kids? We don't even know.
They don't even know.
Well, we start bringing that up now. We start getting phone calls.
Dusty, you got kids?
Yeah, I have a daughter.
You have a daughter? Yeah. Frank, you got kids?
There's one of them right there.
Where's your kid?
That one.
Look at you.
Yay.
You got a beard?
Is that right?
Beard number 2.
He's got a beard too. Yeah. Billy, you got kids?
No, sir.
Oh, you don't?
No.
You don't want them?
God.
We don't let them around our kids.
It's like
Would you be a bad father?
No, I'd be cool.
You'd be a good father.
Yeah.
Are you guys good fathers, or was it just impossible? How can you be a musician on the road all the time and still be a good dad? Seriously.
Compared to what? I don't know.
I don't know. Compared to anybody.
Ask her that.
Yeah, you never know. I should say that ZZ Top is currently on tour. For tour dates and additional box set info, go to zztop.com. Now, tell me about this box set. You're talking about 10 discs?
Yeah.
Is that what we got on sale now?
It's just an announcement. I think it comes out June as the official date. That's the street date.
And my man Fred was trying to explain this to me. There was a point in your career I guess when CDs came out, that the fans got upset because you guys recorded the songs over again or certain parts of the songs over again?
There was a remixed version, but we didn't really have anything to do with that.
How does that happen, that someone can take ZZ Top's music, remix it without you having any input?
I think we were on bus number 2. Happened to be in a different town.
And someone suggested, hey, with all the new technology, let's remix this stuff, and people didn't feel it had the same.
I thought it was a good idea, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, they've gone back to the originals. You know, what's wrong with that?
Right. And so that's what the box set is all about.
Yeah.
This is a release of all the originals.
Yeah.
All right. And so the new box set, the complete studio albums, 1970 through 1990, is in stores June 10th. And what
now, do they have any feeling about vinyl versus digital?
I hope not. Do you guys love vinyl?
I hope they don't have an opinion.
Yeah, right. Boys, do you care about?
Don't have an opinion.
Do you care about vinyl?
Who's she?
I think vinyl's cool. You know, it's hard to play. It's hard to play in the car when you're moving.
Yeah. But do you guys have turntables at home? Are you audiophiles? Do you get hung up on that?
Oh, we got a Technics 1200. You know, it's the go-to DJ piece.
And so you do listen to vinyl?
Yeah.
Do you listen to your own records at home?
Yeah, some.
You do?
You know.
Yeah,
like you're going to go bang your wife and you go, hey, let me put some music on, and you put on,
Sharp Dressed Man.
It's more like
you put on Sharp Dressed Man or something?
One of those songs played at my wedding. You know, so.
Did you play ZZ Top music at your?
Rough Boy was played at my wedding.
Oh, I see.
Really?
Reading.
My Reading.
That was
Damn,
Noel.
It's early.
All right.
Noel Reading.
Yeah. So in other words, you will listen to your own music at home.
We have to learn how to play it somehow.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Sure.
In other words, it's your way of reminding yourself that, hey, this is a good song, and we should.
After you record it, you know, you got something else to do. Your mind only has so much info. You know, you go on, create something else. Right after it's all done, it's time to do this on the stage, on the road. Believe me, you have to relearn it to perform it.
So you don't listen to it out of pleasure; it's work.
Oh, it's always a pleasure.
It's like looking at old photo albums and stuff, that kind of thing. Yeah.
That'll do it.
So the tour is happening. You got the CD, and for real ZZ Top fans, this will be a great CD because it's all of your music compiled and in the original way you recorded it. That's the vibe I'm getting, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Now this song you did, I love. It's Chartreuse. It's from your last album. I thought this was a classic tune that you're going to play for us. What the hell was it about anyway, or does it matter?
I think the real essence comes through in the second verse.
And what
Chocolate mousse.
Yes.
Don't you know I like her big caboose?
It's always about the woman, isn't it?
Always.
Is 90% of rock and roll just about getting laid and women?
Or wanting to, yeah.
Yeah. Your music is sexy, though. Your music is sexy.
Yeah, they have sexy music.
I imagine you guys fuck pretty good. You know what I mean? Yeah, really, seriously, I do.
It's got all the moves.
Yeah, I mean, these clothes you wear, I love. Now, do you guys have a fashion consultant or something? You can't be put.
Well, Frank definitely does.
You absolutely look like. I mean, Frank's doing his own thing back there. I get that. but Frank, you're not into the whole look, right?
No.
No.
He says his byline. He's immune to fashion.
But Billy and Dusty, I don't care what you're trying to look like you don't care about fashion, but you guys obviously do. You dress very well. Does somebody make your look for you?
John Varvatos is to the rescue.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's all John Varvatos.
No, well, not all, but I mean, you know, he's the man.
His stuff is cool. He has a. If ZZ Top had a fashion look, it would be that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So this is Chartreuse. Everyone, enjoy.
Oh yeah.
Right. Fred, come on, huh?
Awesome. What are you guys doing on your weekends?
Doing? I feel like a dick that I haven't gotten it together.
First stop is John Barbados.
Let's get dressed.
Oh, you get the look
Second
first.
stop is music lessons.
Right. I took a few guitar lessons, but I sucked. I had absolutely no ability. How old are you when you know you're going to be good at guitar? How old were you, Billy?
13.
Dusty?
Around 13, 12. I started singing at 8.
Frank, when did you know you could you were going to be a genius on the drums? I'm being honest. When did you know?
I didn't start till I was 14, and by 15 I was earning a living.
Is that right?
Is that right? You started at 14?
Backing up strippers.
Who cares? You were making money. It works.
Stripper beats. And then Bill, Frank, and I met back then. That's when we got together.
It's something else.
That young, huh?
Before this band, yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, Frank and I were both in the American Blues in a group called the Warlocks before this.
Did you know each other from high school or something?
We knew each other about 5 years before this band.
Oh, it's so crazy. Did Texas have a good...
We really don't have much to say to each other, I mean.
Yeah, right.
You've said it all.
Yeah. Did Texas have a good music scene? I mean, was it like a thriving music scene?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
You boys, what can I say? You know what you're doing. How long did it take you to write Chartreuse?
Oh, that's another 2-minuter.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I love that song. When I heard it, I went, oh, these boys still have it.
Yeah. We had the music.
It's a color, it's a liquor.
You guys are great. Hey, look, ZZ Top, if you...
Now, how did they avoid all the pitfalls?
What, the
of
drugs?
Rock and roll, the drugs.
Did you guys go through a drug thing, or were you pretty much not into that?
I think all of our obsessiveness kind of sprang up at different times, so... there was
you were
always
able
somebody.
To pull each other out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody got addicted to coke in the 70s or any of that stuff.
I don't remember.
To the best of my ability, Senator, I do not recall.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's so many people on the phone. I'm looking at all the different questions. How many times did you bang Janis Joplin? I don't know where that came from. Did you guys ever run into
Did the whole band do
Did the whole band bang Janis Joplin and I don't know about it? What song are you sick of playing? Are you sick of playing any songs?
No.
We wouldn't play it if we were sick.
Yeah, exactly. There's no song you wrote that became a hit and you went, oh, that's shit, and I would never want to play it again?
Not our songs.
Yeah.
I interviewed Billy Joel. He said he'll never play Just the Way You Are anymore because it became like, he would say at every wedding and he just said he just kind of burnt out on it, Isn't that weird?
We'll probably never play that song either.
Yeah, I don't think that's your style. Let's see. Somebody else says here, ZZ Top is the greatest band of all time. We know that. Saw them in concert. They're awesome. Yeah, speaking of the concert, the boys are on tour. Go see them with their John Barbados outfits and their music. And when you see them live, it is something else. It is riveting.
They always look like they're having fun, even during the video era. It was like the videos were fun.
Oh, those videos were fun. They were really good. Isn't it something how, like, the video has completely gone from our culture?
Gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
Done.
And you guys had fun doing your video. Did Paul Abdul choreograph one of your videos?
Yeah,
Velcro Fly.
Is that right?
Velcro Fly, yeah.
Well, hey, that was her gig for a while, right? That's what she did before she had some success of her own.
In fact, during that, we were over at Sony Studios in Culver City, and we took a lunch break, and there was a producer in the next room, and he said, "Can we borrow this girl? Our girl singer has not showed up. We need somebody to just kind of fall into the part."
Yeah.
That's what lifted her out of choreographing and started singing.
Because she happened to be there that day, and they said, "Hey, we need her."
She was there.
Isn't that nuts?
You got to be ready. America's Got Talent.
Which one? You got to be ready. America's Got Talent. That's what I always tell these kids. Billy, didn't you meet Beyonce before she got famous, or was it you, Dusty? I don't know. Who did you know Beyonce?
We all met her.
Where'd you meet her?
In Houston. We were sharing a recording studio. She had Destiny's Child, based in Houston. In fact, that's how we got to be pals with all the rap scene.
Yeah.
Talk about an odd collision. There was a studio on the right, studio on the left, and the chill out lounge was the middle room.
Yeah.
So we all had truck in the middle room.
Get down, go downtown, turn your hat around.
Turn your hat around.
You guys met so many musicians. Did you ever spot talent and bring them to the record company and sort of think about like sort of producing your own bands and doing all that kind of thing? Like actually, discovering talent?
Helping someone?
Yeah.
We needed help.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still
you needed all the help you could get.
Yeah, we still.
Well, the concerts are going on. If you want tour dates and additional box set info, go to zztop.com. You want to have a good time, go see these boys live. It is mind-blowing. And ZZ Top's new box set, the complete studio albums, 1970 through 1990. Talking, according to my math, that's 20 years. I can't be sure of it. It's in stores June 10th. Did you guys all drop out of school or something? I just pictured like the musician's life. You drop out of school and become a musician. Did you graduate?
Dropped out about 14.
14?
Wow. Your parents let you?
14, yeah.
My goodness.
You had some liberal parents who let you. Did you just run away from home?
No. I kept going back home. I kept flopping and going back home. So.
Imagine.
And they didn't mind you not going to school.
Yeah, I don't know if they didn't mind, but I did it. You know, I wouldn't suggest it to anyone. You know, it's not the thing to do.
Why? Look at you. You've done really well.
I understand, but it's not the thing to do.
You made your daughter go to school, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, my problem is I stayed in school.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Well, do you ever want to go back and finish? Hell no, right?
I don't see. Well, I went to a reunion one time.
A reunion of what?
Well,
the third
somebody
grade?
put it right. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I went to a high school reunion. They invited me like I graduated. When I was trying to figure out why they invited me, I figured it out.
Right.
It was like people I didn't like or know then. Now, why did I go there to see them 20 years later? You know.
Do you think that's part of the secret of success of a band? You can't have anything to fall back on. Like if you ever meet like a guy who went to medical school and he goes, "Well, I got a band, but you know," like it's got to be almost like if we don't make it, we're gonna be homeless.
Yeah. This is our safety net.
Yeah, you know, I mean, everybody drove with trucks, you know, worked in warehouses, did that, this and that, until you could buy a new guitar, go on.
Well, I appreciate you getting up early in the morning. In fact, staying up all night and then coming in and doing this. I'm sure you're exhausted, so I'll let you out of here. The fabulous Billy Gibbons, Dusty Hill, and Frank Beard, better known as ZZ Top. And you boys are something else.
Right here on the Howard Stern Show.
I wish you continued success, and thank you for doing this. It's definitely...
a highlight.
It's definitely a highlight. We'll be back right after these words.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this. I so appreciate it. I know getting in this time of the morning is a real drag, but I'm very appreciative.
Isn't there a picture of you in white boots?
Oh, there's a picture of me in everything. I mean, you know, I don't know. I know there's a picture of me on MTV with my ass cheeks.
Yeah, I know that.
And that was a big mistake.
Lars didn't like it.
Oh my God! I thought those guys were going to kick my ass. And now, I'm such a fan of this. I became friendly with them. I said, "Listen, I was out of my fucking mind." I said, "I'm so embarrassed that I ruined your moment." They're like, "No, in retrospect, it was cool." You know.
I thought it was cool. I mean, I thought he overreacted.
Yeah, well,
I'm like, hey, man.
Yeah, you know what? I guess he wasn't in on the joke.
Yeah.
I dropped out of the ceiling and I'm farting.
Yeah.
You know.
I thought it was hilarious, and then it was like, whoa, man, this guy doesn't got a sense of humor.
I thought I was going to get killed. Oh, and then I cut down on these wires, you know, from the ceiling.
Oh,
and
yeah.
my hair started spinning. It was wrapping around my finger. I thought my finger was going to get cut off. It was like a big gash in my finger. I was like, what am I doing? I'm in the ceiling. I'm 50 feet in the air, and I'm
you jacked out of your mind? Or what?
No, I was nuts. I look back on that. I don't know who that guy was. I'm insane. I said, I am not to be trusted.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, anyway, where to next?
Yep.
Where to next?
Inglewood.
Somewhere tonight.
We got to build in a 3-4 hours sleep in here somewhere.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go take a quick nap.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You're the best.
All right, man.
All right, thank you.
Well, Billy, Frank, Dusty, Howard's such a huge fan of you guys. I mean, I rarely see him get this excited and this pumped up for something. Do you appreciate him as well? Are you a fan of his and what he does?
Yeah, we were going to say vice versa. I mean, it's good to be loved, and it's good to tell him that we love him too.
Now, you guys have been interviewed countless times over the years. What separates Howard, do you think, from all the other guys out there?
There is a distinguishing quality, and you can go around the planet, and it all comes back to keeping Howard in a very special spot. He's got his own thing. It's a good thing.
Well, thank you so much for your time.
All right.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Yes, Ryan, you're on the air.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, listen, Howard, great show today, but I wanted to ask Fred, because he's the end-all, be-all when it comes to music. Fred, how fucking cool was that to sit and watch those guys just jam out on that guitar?
You want to know something? During
It's
it,
an honor.
Yeah, but during while they were playing, I kind of looked over to Fred to do a male bonding bro thing.
And what happened?
He was just looking down. It was like
I'm looking at my monitor. I didn't want to stand up and distract them. So,
because I was trying to do like one of those things where you look at each other, and we act like we know something, and
I
we're
was
doing
actually
something.
trying to look at you too every once in a while, but I didn't see you look over, so I figured you were into it, doing whatever they're doing.
I figured you were coming in your pants too, because I know you love him as a guitar player, Billy Gibbons. You know
they're awesome.
And Dusty's a great bass player.
You want to know something? His hand is like a machine when he plays. It's like little Lupe. His hand is like a machine. He's just awesome.
He's machine.
Did you had you ever seen them play live before?
Not in person, just on tape. That's it.
Yeah.
That's just a treat. Nobody better than them.
Hey, Howard.
Why do those guys put themselves down and say it's the same three chords? I mean,
that's such bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I think that's the cool thing. They kind of try to play down like their
what
style,
they do, yeah.
But they're just
they undersell everything.
Everything.
Right.
But they know what they're doing.
All right, Ryan, I got to go.
Thanks, Howard.
Later. Yes, Eric.
Oh, Howard, fucking top 5 interview right there. That was fucking awesome. I came in my pants and I'm listening on the radio.
I know. I wish my fans could have. I wish we could have done that like somewhere where the fans could watch.
See, yeah.
Because they did. It's so relaxed when they play. That's what blows my mind.
Well, not only that, it's like when you see guys like that, as big as life in a tight quarter situation like that. There's nothing better than that.
But they're so relaxed with those instruments. They're so fucking relaxed.
They've been doing it for 30-something years, and that's probably another reason they're as good as they are.
Dude, when you have live bands in there, fuck Scott. He fucks everything up. But still, with him fucking everything up, it was still an awesome interview.
Thank you. I just want to thank everyone.
That was kind of funny. He was taking so much credit, like this was going to be awesome and no glitches.
Oh, please. We started, there was echoes all over the place. Their voices, you heard my voice reverberating. Then when they finally straightened that out, and after they played the first song, there was a whole thing going on in here, and Scott was just standing there, so I was like looking at him for help.
The Fisher Price equipment right there.
I want to thank everyone in the engineering department.
It wasn't just me.
No, it was also Chris Gibbons. Hey, Chris was here. Chris Gibbons was here. Evan was here somewhere.
He's congratulating himself. I turned on their mics. Nothing's working.
I'd like to thank the Shure Microphone Company, Electro Voice.
Yeah, it took a whole team this time to screw everything up.
It took a village to screw this sound up.
I have absolutely no
The
faith.
repeating echo, all me.
I knew, like, even with the setup on Sunday and everything else, I knew it was going to be
Imagine if I
fucked up.
didn't come in on Sunday.
Oh, my God.
Can you say Hindenburg?
Scott, you want to make your acceptance speech again?
Thank you very much.
No.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Lord, God.
You know what? I know you came in Sunday. You should have come in Saturday.
I know. I should have been here 24th.
I should have been here January 1st.
Dude, what is the story?
That was just the output of that studio.
The output of the studio. The output of the input of the send and send.
Why don't you remember what went wrong so the next time it won't happen again? Or do you just kind of like lay back and
no,
hold it?
I come up with a new way to screw up.
Yes, I figure it out.
And then what happened the second time after their song that I mean...
You know what that was?
What?
His guitar was picking up a radio station.
Yeah, but like you had to have heard that like right away. Why don't you spring into action?
No, I did. I told their tech to put it on standby.
It took a long time. All right. Thank you.
Put it on standby, like my brain.
Anyway, it was
we
fun.
were picking up radio signals.
Well, congratulations, Scott.
For fucking up. Thank you.
You're consistent. We're talking about consistency here and longevity.
Big douche. I know something about that.
Hey, Stern fans, welcome to Fine Time, the show where you, the fans, get the opportunity to ask questions and interact with your favorite Stern Show staffers, whack packers, and celebrity superfans. I'm your host, Rachel Fine. Now, my guest today was the head writer of The Howard Stern Show for almost 18 years. And during that time, he had his balls busted on just about everything you can imagine. Now, some of the fans know him as the notoriously cheap guy who was always selling his Jokeland products and who lost on Star Search and who always complained about how much money everybody else made. But they also know him as the guy who was responsible for writing some of the greatest moments in radio history, for having an infectious laugh that is often imitated, and for being the inspiration for an iconic puppet. Now, he also claims to have coined the term anal as an acceptable way to say anal sex back during the terrestrial radio years. Now, please join me in saying a big F Jackie to the one and only Jackie the Joke Man Martling. Welcome, sir.
That was a very nice introduction.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Are you excited for Fine Time today?
I'm excited for Fine Time. The only thing that always bothers me is the cheap thing, because everybody I know in my life knows that I'm the most generous guy in the world. And I still have people come up to me and say, Jackie, I'll buy you a drink because I know you're not going to buy me one, you cheap son. You know.
Well, the benefit is you're getting free drinks out of it.
Yeah.
Well, it's not so bad. We had a ton of questions come in for you, so I'm going to jump right in.
I'm ready for you.
At 𝗛𝗏𝗿𝗱 asks, how different would your life be today if you hadn't left the show?
I wouldn't have to do this show.
Good point. You would still have to do this show.
Of course I would do this show.
Okay.
I would have a lot more money. I imagine I probably wouldn't have quit drinking. It might be way better, it might be way worse. There's no way to know. I definitely have more money, but who knows? Maybe 3 years later I would have screamed for more money and I would have been out anyway. You know?
So it would have been a short-term fix.
No, who knows? You know, you think about it all the time. You know, you never know. I did buy a beautiful house on the water, and I do sometimes think what it would look like if money was no object, you know. But it's still pretty nice.
Now, didn't you buy, you had a lot of houses.
No, I'm down to one.
Just one? You sold the other houses?
No, I got divorced.
Got it. So you have one remaining home.
I got the good one. Well, I got the one I wanted.
Fair enough. Question from @LaserWolf, they ask, do you still have the jetty?
Had you asked that up until a month ago, the answer would have been yes. Sandy yanked it, and, you know, a few times it got lost and got recovered famously on the show, which was just some of the great stories of all time.
So anyway, I said to my daughter, make a big deal about the piece of wood. I said, because Jackie's going to. So when Jackie came out, he goes, hey, come on, let's swim out to the piece of wood. My daughter went, oh, that's a beautiful piece of wood. And he goes, it's not a piece of wood. It's a float. You know, it's a float. So,
what's the difference?
And then he went into the history of the wood. He goes, you know, that was built by Bruce Springsteen's manager.
How does he know that?
It's funny.
I don't know. He's got some stories. And I go, Emily, you don't even know who Bruce Springsteen is, do you? She goes, no.
Yeah.
I always laugh when somebody says jetty, because Robin called it the jetty, and anybody who knows anything about the water knows that a jetty is a pile of rocks going out into the water to block it. And, you know, it's just like it's just hysterical that people call it a jetty. But Sandy pulled it way down and beat it really badly, but it was still there. And then we had another really bad storm that wasn't anywhere near as bad as Sandy, but the waves were incredible. And it's gone. It's gone. All we have left is the anchor, and I'm hoping that the neighbors, we might chip in and recreate it. But it was such a great thing.
Well, I hope you replace it.
I loved it.
@DocIvanSFN asks, in all of your interviews, you keep saying how happy you are with the current direction of your career. Why?
I enjoy what I do. I was telling jokes for years before I met Howard and telling them on stage. You know, I'm not skyrocketing anywhere, but I'm enjoying myself. You know, I'm doing what I want. I'm trying to be an actor. You know, and I'm getting a few roles here and there, and I'm doing stand-up at clubs for much less money, but you know,
you're happy.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, what's the alternative? You know,
right?
I enjoy it. You know, go on the radio. I got my radio show on SiriusXM. Last night we did our 324th show. People go crazy because I count them, but it's like a weekly show. Me and the in-car, 5 p.m. on Howard 101 on Tuesdays, and I love doing that. You know, a lot of great feedback from it. Yeah.
Works for you. Good. Question from @FrankieMs. Frankie asks, Jackie, what is your favorite joke of all time to tell?
The last one that got a really huge laugh.
Okay.
The one I've been really enjoying the most lately is the wife says, get out, get out, get the hell out. as her husband's walking out the door, she says, "I hope you die a slow, painful death." And he turns around and says, "So now you want me to stay?" Which is just a great joke that you can tell anyway. It's a painful marriage joke, not to be redundant. But I love it. You know, people say, "Why do you laugh at your joke?" I can't not laugh at my joke. I can't.
Good.
I just love it.
Question from Brian R. Brian asks, if you could go back in time to that day of your negotiations, would you do anything different?
I don't think I did anything wrong. You know, I asked for more money and they said no. You know, what I did was after a certain amount of time, like a couple of months, I told my lawyer, tell him I'll take the deal that was on the table because I felt terrible. That, you know, it just didn't feel right and they didn't take me back. So I did say I wanted to come back and that I would take the deal. So
Jackie Martling has left the show. He has walked out.
Well, you can't do this 100 million times, and he's done it 100
That's exhausting.
times.
So that's it. So we
never does he get that he's just kicking us in the ball.
Yeah, right. I don't get it. How
Why are you upset with me?
Robin wanted more money. Fred wanted more money. I wanted more money.
Doesn't.
We all want more money, but we somehow found a way to keep working here without walking out and going on strike against ourselves. We don't go out.
Yeah, we've been so horrible to him. See, that's my problem. You gave him a job. Tom didn't give him a job.
Right.
You gave him a job. But who does he lash out at when
Me.
things go bad? You.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I'm not going to argue with you. So, you know, what can I tell you? Jackie's gone, and we love him to work with him, but I don't understand going out on strike against the people you work with.
So in hindsight, would you have accepted
maybe I
the
should have
deal?
done it sooner, but, you know, it must have been by design. You know, I knew I was going to get a divorce. I knew I had to quit drinking. I wasn't healthy. There were a real lot of mitigating factors, you know, like years before. I don't know whether it was 2 years or 5 years. There was a little guy in the back of my mind saying, "Man, you gotta stop drinking. You gotta get it together." But I tell everybody, what's really crazy is I was tired all the time. And I mean frighteningly tired. And the reason was I would never take a nap. And I would never go to bed early. It was nobody's fault but mine. I'd come home exhausted, but I'd sit on the computer, and then at night we'd watch Law and Order. Instead of recording it and watching it the next night at 6 o'clock, and then they tease the news. And so by Wednesday, I'm like, so I was miserable. And I don't blame anybody but myself. But now it's years later, and all I want to do is take a nap. If somebody had told me, look, we're going to pay you a lot of money, but you have to take a nap every day, you know.
Right.
So.
Do you think that led to the end of your marriage, or was that a part of it, do you think?
No, we, like we had been together 20 years, It was like, we were kind of done. People say, oh, you lost the job and you lost your wife. But the truth was, there was no time to get a divorce, working 5 days a week and then going out and working stand-up on the weekends for crazy money. And then when I had a weekend off, it wasn't like, hey, I want to go apartment hunting,
Right. So
we were good friends. We were fine. We just,
They gave you the free time to get the divorce.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Question from Ari R. Ari asks, you are well known for your laugh, but were most of the laughs you made at jokes you wrote for Howard?
I love that. I love that people say, oh, I could always tell when Jackie wrote a joke because he laughed so hard. And I've always said the same thing. I'm an equal opportunity laugher. If something's funny, I laugh. And I always say, Robin, Howard says hello. She goes, hee hee hee. And somebody says, Robin, somebody's at the door, hee hee hee. Me, I laugh depending on how funny something is. Of course, I thought a real lot of things I wrote for Howard were funny. That's why I wrote them. That's why I put them there. That's why they paid me a decent amount of money. But if Fred passed me something and I put it up for Howard, I would roar. If Howard said something really funny on his own, I would roar. I can't tell you how many times I came home and Nancy said, the funniest thing you wrote today was the thing about 𝗦𝗵ici𝗄𝗿𝗍's song. Like, I didn't write that. Fred wrote that. But you screamed, laugh. I said, yeah, because it was so funny. A lot of times, if you listen back, people say, oh, I know Jackie wrote that because he laughed so hard. It just wasn't true. I did laugh very hard at a lot of the stuff I wrote. Because the proof's in the pudding. It's a funny show. It was great.
David A. asks, in your years with the Stern Show, who was your all-time favorite guest?
People ask those questions all the time. I think every time Pat Cooper walked in the door, I'd look over at Fred and we'd wink at each other because he just kept us entertained the whole time.
You exposed yourself.
I don't expose nothing. I expose my soul because my problem is
you told Sam Kinison when he was alive that he was a great comedian.
I never. Hey. You said Jackie Mason was the greatest.
He is great.
I was the greatest. Everybody's the greatest.
No,
I hate
no.
hate her. I wanted to die. Now you're a Perez.
Who was your favorite celebrity crush that came in?
Who I fell for?
Yeah, who did it for you?
You know, like the Pam Andersons, you know, she was really cute, but I don't even really remember. There was nobody. I really liked Terry Hatcher. I thought she was really cute, and everybody told me I was crazy. But forget the celebrities. I loved 𝗦𝗵cie. She's the one. If I just saying her name makes me like, whoa. I don't even know if you remember who she was. She was one of the contestants in the Stern New Year's Eve thing, but she came in on a fairly regular basis.
Yes.
But there was just something about her that just, whoa, man, went right to my bones, you know.
Question from Elise C. Elise asks, what is your biggest regret, both personally and professionally?
My biggest regret personally, well, it's not a regret. Well, we didn't have any children, and that makes me sad, but that's not a regret. You know, it's like, that's basically, what would you go back and change? Yeah. And you can't really go back and change. People say, where would you start if you could start over? I'd say at the beginning. I would live my life again. You know, it's been a great ride, you know, up, down, all around, you know. I mean, everybody wants me to say I should shoot myself in the head for leaving the show, and that's just not the case. Yeah. You know, I'm sure it wasn't, you know, the world's greatest career move, but I was firm. I thought I deserved more money, and I drew a line in the sand for myself. You know, I've always been stubborn. I was the little kid that used to get beat up by the bully. I'd go up and say, hey, you can't hit those guys. All right, I'll hit you. And they'd punch me. And I'm like, why? I don't know. That's my nature, you know. Right. But there's millions of things I've done that I regret, but some of them are funny in retrospect and some aren't. I've done enough things to embarrass myself that I've got a book full of them if you want to buy one.
Excellent. Question from Anthony C. Anthony wants to know, 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄. Howard, Fred, and Gary.
I didn't understand the question.
𝗦𝗵cie𝘄. So you've got to F one of them, you got to marry one of them, and you have to kill one of them.
𝗦𝗵cie𝘄.
Mm-hmm. Howard, Fred, and Gary.
Marry one of them, kill one of them,
and F one of them.
I definitely have sex with Fred.
Is there a reason, or just attraction?
I've always thought about doing that. I couldn't kill Howard because that'd be too obvious. But if I killed Gary, they'd have to let me keep his skull. And I would marry Howard for his money.
Set. Question from Dave C. Dave asks, Jackie, there was a time that you and Robin had some flirting going on. If you and Robin were single at the time, do you think you would have hooked up?
Who says we didn't?
You want to break some news on Fine Time right here?
Sure.
Please.
You know, the greatest thing, I think we had gone to mornings, and I was getting we were all getting a regular dose of each other. And I had a graphic, wild dream. And I mean, you know, back in the days when I don't know if it was a wet dream, but it might have been. Who knows? But I came in and I just said, I think I said it before we went on the air, and then anything you say before going on the air, Howard would always bring on the air. I finally learned that. It took me years. And then I realized if I wanted to get something on the air, I'd say, whatever you do, don't talk about this anymore. You know?
Good point.
But I told the guys and I told the audience, I said, I had a graphic, wild dream about me and Robin, and it was crazy and fun and terrific, and everybody thought that was wild, right? And like, I don't know whether it was a week later or a month later, Robin goes, Howard, I got to confess to you. And he says, what? She says, I had a wild, graphic dream about Jackie last night. And that, to me, that was one of the indicators that the show was going to the moon, because everybody was just honest and just, you know, even if they had a dream like that, nobody would, you know.
Poxa, nem preencheu, cara. Estamos sozinhas. Vou estar querendo ir lá naquele cantinho. Imitar. O travante. Nossa, imagina se aquela look roubada funciona. Isso é massa.
Aqui, a Bárbara já agrediu.
Não, pode agredir, tá bugado. Às vezes tem que agredir mais de uma vez.
Mas eu agredi umas 300 vezes.
Eu não agredi aqui não, pô. Tá bugado, não tá nem fazendo barulho aqui já. O tiro deu certo. Ele ali... Toca fofo não funciona com ele. Não tá comprando o loadout?
Eu vou, né? Já que você insiste.
Eu acho que a Aline meteu o 𝗏𝗄𝗿𝗃, entendeu?
Entrega de armamento aliada a caminho.
Ela falou que tá no Discord já. Acabou de mandar.
Eu vou meter o rush esse aqui. Dá o dinheiro aí?
Puxa a gatinha aí.
Dinheiro aqui. Castigando na sua área.
Quem mais acertou depois do baile?
Meteu o rush esse aqui, hein?
Bora.
Ih, você joga fora da safe. Derrou ela.
Derrou dela.
Tem cara aqui.
Vamos lá, ou nós morre ou nós mata ele.
Puxei até 2 SMG. Tá rushando que é uma louca. Ó, os caras não sabem, ó. Eles não dão porrada nos negócios. Cadê o cara que tava aqui, velho?
Que porra é isso aqui?
Não sei se é que você acabou de escutar, gente.
É que eu vi isso aqui, ó, Bárbara. Vem aqui.
Não. Os caras pediram o loadout aqui, Dani.
Foi.
Termita lançada. Mandando fumar.
Entrega de armamento seguindo pra ele.
Deitei um. Boa.
Pegou outro time, não fui eu que matei, não. Mete o pé, Dani. Mentira, foi eu que matei sim, tá com uma kill. Drop fixo dos refri agora? É, lá faz o load rapidinho, sem estresse, ninguém nem cai lá.
Ela voltou. Deu tempo, deu tempo. Ah, vai finalizar. Pô, mãe. Ô, Aline, você tá mutada, meu amor.
O esquadrão caiu. Fica vivo pra trazer eles de volta.
Tá travando tudo pra mostrar a voz de vocês aqui.
Que macetou depois.
Tem reforços chegando na área.
Cara, caiu uma obturação no meu dente, eu acho. Não tá legal. Não tá legal isso aqui.
Tem cara aqui, Dani.
Ela tá embaixo, tá em cima, tá fora, tá...
Oi, cara aí! Oi, cara aqui!
Se abaixa ou usa água pra se esconder.
Sede de kill, né? A gente aqui, tô aqui pra te chamar, Aline.
É.
Vamos que tá bom, vamos.
Tudo. Vamos.
Não vai estudar.
Você que chama ela. Meu Deus do céu.
Tu não tem ela, cara?
Não, ela não me adicionou nessa conta aqui. Nem lembrei de mandar convite.
Aí, pô. Vamos, cachorro, sai.
Ué, adicionei sim. Por que não aparece online? Tivesse um V avantajado. Tá, luz. Iluminar. Ilumina. Imitar. O Igor tá roubando.
Checa suas armas e equipamentos. Você vai mobilizar em breve.
Ai, hoje tá chato, hein?
Tchau, papai. Esse é meu amigo. Papai.
Eita, como pina.
Vem cá comigo.
Jogando termita. Levei um tiro.
Ai.
Nossa, tio, vai com calma.
A gente vai mobilizar e mostrar quem manda.
Fiz sem cabeça. Oxe. De olho em você, Igor. Aprendeu muita coisa com o Júnior.
O Mano Júnior.
Deixa eu te falar. Ah, para, deixa eu te sarrar.
Insurgência. Não morra e mantenha seu time na luta. Você é o líder da equipe. Marca um ponto de aterrissagem, soldado.
O Júnior te traiu, vai pra Kelly agora. Vá com Deus. Ele saiu do grupo do WhatsApp lá, você viu?
Que grupo?
Ai, ai, desapoiador.
Ah, isso eu não possuo.
É, eu nem lembro que ele existe, só eu que mando mensagem lá, sabe?
Nossa, esse outro aqui saiu bastante dinheiro. É, esse realmente aqui tá bugado.
Tem uns que é só atirando. Mete bala nesse tigrinho safado, só rouba a gente.
Te maceto depois do baile.
Tem cara aqui.
Tem.
Falei.
Ai, tá embaixo, tá embaixo, tá embaixo, tá embaixo.
Derrubei um.